In the heart of Warsaw, Poland, during the dark years of World War II, a city was slowly being swallowed by fear. Nazi forces had taken control, confining Jewish families behind barbed wire in the Warsaw Ghetto. Hunger and disease spread like wildfire, and hope seemed like a distant memory. Among the chaos, one woman refused to stand by. Her name was Irena Sendler, a social worker with a quiet strength and an unwavering belief in humanity. Irena walked the streets of Warsaw in her simple coat and sturdy shoes, always alert, always cautious. By day, she worked officially for the city's social welfare department, helping to care for children and families. By night, she became something far more extraordinary, a guardian angel to those trapped in the ghetto. She knew that every moment she spent there could be her last. The Nazis were ruthless, and anyone caught helping Jews faced immediate death. But Irena refused to let fear dictate her actions. With the help of a small group of trusted friends, she began smuggling children out of the ghetto. Some were hidden in carts filled with potatoes or garbage. Others slipped through the city's sewers, guided by Irena's careful hands. She had forged documents and found families willing to hide these children, giving them new identities and, most importantly, a chance at life. Every night, Irena carried not just children, but stories of hope. She whispered reassurances to frightened young faces, telling them that one day they would live freely again. She wrote each child's real name on a piece of paper, sealed in a jar, and buried it in her garden, believing that one day these names could reunite families. It was a quiet act of rebellion, but it was powerful. The Nazis were relentless. One day, Irena was discovered, arrested, and tortured. She refused to reveal any names or locations. Even in the darkest hours, she protected the children she had saved. Her courage was her weapon, and her love for humanity her shield. She was sentenced to death, but fate had a strange way of favoring the brave. Friends bribed officials, and she escaped execution, continuing her mission once she was free. By the end of the war, Irena had helped over 2,500 children escape the ghetto, each child with a chance at a new life. She never sought recognition or reward. She acted from a place of pure compassion and moral conviction. Her story remained largely unknown for decades, overshadowed by the immense tragedies of the war. Yet, those she saved carried her legacy forward, telling their children and grandchildren about the woman who dared to defy tyranny. Irena Sendler lived to see a world changed, one where her courage inspired others to act in the face of injustice. She reminded humanity that even in times of darkness, one person's bravery can illuminate countless lives. And though history may have tried to bury her story, it was impossible to hide the light she had shown, a light that saved thousands.